It's late.
Drawing a blank. Ravens, Broncos. Oh, we love this story in our morning meeting today. Bit of a weird ending to this one with the game in hand. So Baltimore opts to rush for 5 yards on the final play instead of taking a knee. This in an effort to tie an NFL record with at least 100 rushing yards for the team. The Broncos were reportedly livid with how it ended. Here's how John Harbaugh explained it.
You know, that's one of those things that's meaningful, you know, and it's one of those things that's, I think as a head coach, you got to be mindful of your team and your players and your coaches and what it means to them. It's a very, very tough record to accomplish, and it's a long-term record. So I'm not going to say it's more important than winning the game for sure, and it's certainly not. But as a head coach, I think you do that for your players and you do that for your coaches, and it's something that they'll have for the rest of their lives.
I don't know what that say. I don't know what he was thinking. I'm like, we're going to take a knee right here? They're like, nah, we're going to go for it. I'm like, so he pretty much got the game still. You know, Double-A caught that pick in the back of the end zone. Congratulations to him, but I don't know what coach was thinking.
Do you appreciate it, though? You wanted to get the record?
I'm happy we got the dub. I'm not going to lie. I didn't really care about the record. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about winning the game.
This is insane.
So Harbaugh's like, I did it for the players. Lamar's like, wait, what did we do? I don't even know that there was a record. Ravens tying the record for 100-yard rushing game set by the 1970s Pittsburgh Steelers. Long time standing, this one. So Broussard, Harbaugh opting for the rushing record over taking a knee was blank.
It's fine by me. Fine by me, Jenna. Look. Lamar Jackson was just on the screen next to Franco Harris, the Hall of Famer. That wouldn't have been the case had Harbaugh not gone for it. Now, look, all the killjoys, the spoil sports, the prigs out there, they'll say, oh, what bad sportsmanship. How could you do that? No. A football game is 60 minutes. And anything you do within the rules in that 60 minutes is fine. I hate it when Division I college programs or professional athletes complain, oh, they scored, the game was over. Why did they score? Why did they do this? Why did they do that? You're being paid to play football. If you don't like it, Denver, you're all upset reportedly, then stop them. That's what you do. So I am fine with it, and I'm with Harbaugh. That is a record that Lamar Jackson gets criticized for his supposed lack of passing ability, even though he's been throwing it pretty well this year. This is a testament to his greatness as a runner. So when you can say, not just him, but the running game in general, you can say you were the architect of one of the greatest running games ever, and there's proof. I'm here for that. So John Harbaugh, good job. Way to stand up for your players. Even if Lamar didn't understand it at the moment, Wilds, I like it. It was good.
Okay. All right. Let's just assume Broussard is right. Then John Harbaugh should get out there and say, I wanted the record. Lamar, he said, oh, it means a lot to our players. No, it didn't. Lamar literally said it didn't mean a lot. And Broussard, my other issue is this. Victory formation is an agreed upon formation. Hey, we're in victory formation, okay? The defense like, yeah, okay. Greg Schiano a few years ago, remember, he tried to, like, jump the line, and it was a national scandal. So he was like, hey, stop him. Like, all right, we'll blitz you, I guess, even though the game is over. I thought it was a weak move. I thought it was a selfish move from Harbaugh to say, like, oh, our players wanted it, and then Lamar said he didn't even know what was happening. I thought, never mind, and you know, Nick, you know Grandma Wild's always worried about Lamar getting injured. So I hate to bring that up, but you know Grandma Wild's in her cardigan. I get nervous to put Lamar in unnecessary danger, which that was.
Obviously, if someone would have gotten hurt, it would have been a disaster, but no one got hurt. And so the only repercussions are this. It's disrespectful to the Broncos. And this, to me, is something the Ravens absolutely unequivocally would not have done against the Chiefs, against the Browns, against the Bills, against the Chargers, against any team they thought they might have to face again. But they know what we know, which is the Broncos were a fraudulent 3-0. The Broncos are likely not going to make the playoffs, and that the Broncos are not going to see Baltimore again for another year. So if they thought at all we might be facing this team in the postseason, I don't think he does it. I think he does it. It's like it's Denver. It's Vic Fangio, Drew Lock, and Teddy Bridgewater. Not worried about hurting their feelings. We don't see him at Christmas. We're not going to see him in the playoffs. So because of that, I think it was actually a bigger indictment on the Broncos as a whole, because I don't think there's any chance the Ravens do this against a team they might face again this year. But they believe, I think, what I believe, which is that they're not going to face the Broncos again. So to me, it was disrespectful in the real time and big picture to who the Broncos actually are, Jenna.
Back here, first things first, we got Kevin Wildes live from Gillette Stadium. We'll get to him in a second. But, Nick, this morning you're talking some Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. I am. Hey, Kevin Wildes, how are you doing live from Gillette Stadium? So if people watched last week, Wildes made a big deal of this fact. Oh, Tyreek Hill, he's been eliminated. Tyreek Hill, would you rather have him or Kendrick Bourne? Tyreek Hill, is he any good anymore? Tyreek Hill, when he's riding to practice with Patrick Mahomes, they listen to the show on Sirius XM. They can't watch it. And he took it as a bit of motivation. I know this from speaking with Tyreek in Philly before the game. So how did Tyreek Hill do against the Philadelphia Eagles? Because it turns out the Eagles were like, oh, Kevin Wildes makes some good points. Let's not worry about Tyreek. Yeah. Let's instead focus on Kelsey. So what did he do, KW? Oh, he annihilated him. Actually should have 4 touchdowns. 1 got overturned on review at the half-inch line. So I say all this to say, I say that to say this. The Patriots guarantee was somehow not Wildes' worst take of the week. For most people, I know what you're thinking. That would be their worst take of their career. Instead, it was only the silver medalist for Wildes' worst take last week, because his Tyreek Hill might be overrated take somehow comes in even earlier and stronger as a terrible take. What up, KW? What's up, buddy?
So I inspire Tyreek Hill to have a great game, and this is what I get in return? Okay, I won't do it anymore. Yeah, I'm trying to give the guy some inspiration, little motivation. Plays great, and then you come at me? It seems like you should say thank you. Edible arrangement, Gillette Stadium. I'm here.
Nick, the Chiefs didn't win yesterday because of Tyreek Hill, Nick, or Patrick Mahomes, Nick, or Andy Reid, or that offense. They won because of the ridiculous amount of note-taking taking place across the field. Hey, Nick Sirianni, with the pen, the pencil, and the highlighter all attached to your visor, and a headset. Too much going on, buddy. Too much. Of all places to keep your belongings, your face should not be one of them. Also, why all the note-taking? How about less news and notes, more down and distance? And if you insist on the copious writing materials, might I suggest, say, a pocket or even a Matt Patricia? A Matt Patricia, yeah, hooked to the ear, but never used because your play sheet's laminated. Anything, buddy, other than 3 pens in your peripheral vision to go along with your now 3 losses on your permanent record. Kevin Wildes.
That's right. Jenna's right. And use Sharpie.
Okay, look. University of Missouri. Ugh. You could have brought out maybe a child cheerleader from the local football team. You could have brought out like a grandma cheerleader, like, oh, she used to cheer here in 1955. Nope. You know what the decision was made? Let's bring out this terrifying headless robot to do a little dance. I'm not the Running Man. I don't care. You're still terrifying. Horrible. And also, if you're trying to be a dog, you're doing too much. You got rolled by Tennessee. You want to see what happens to a real dog that's a mascot? The Georgia dog, they just mopped their squad. And guess what? He's chilling. He's chilling with an air conditioner and a bag of ice. So if you want to act more like a dog, less action, more chilling.
Fantastic.
That's the best mascot.